It's beginning to look like summer, which means it's spring, which also means it's black bear in Alaska. Let's go. Okay gang, welcome to the hideout today, and you're going to visit with me, Sarge 1911, and we're going to look at a rifle we're going to use in an Alaskan black bear hunt. It's beginning to be one of my favorite rifles of all time. But before we start on that, please check us out. Check out sgt1911.com. Subscribe if you have not. I really appreciate it. Click that little ringy dingy so you get the notification. Okay, about the rifle. You know, we got an opportunity to go to Alaska and hunt some black bear. I've never hunted black bear before, but in my neck of the woods, you know, you can take a black bear with a 30-30, 308, 30-06, whatever. But that's not what I'm being told in the coastal black bear in Alaska. I'm being told 338 Win Mag, and that's what I got here today. I've had some success with this rifle with a brown bear and a moose, and I'm kind of excited to take it. We'll start over. There's one negative that I'm going to talk about on the rifle, but let's start down here and look at the barrel. We got a 20-inch barrel. Now what I do want you to see is this is the model 85L brown bear rifle. Down here on the barrel we've got hooded sights. It does have iron sights that come back here. Really nice large iron sights that you're not going to be able to damage or knock off or anything, even though I've got a scoped rifle. Now the reason I have a scoped rifle is because with that 338 Win Mag I can shoot hilltop to hilltop and do well. The barrel here has a round bushing on it where I can have my sling mounted here instead of being down here on the stock a lot of times. Now you see I do have one on the stock. So I can carry it here, or I can mount a bipod down here on one of these locations and also carry it with a bipod. You know, the thing about this rifle is it's a heavy rifle. By the time you add the scope to it and load the magazine on it, you're talking about just about a 10-pound rifle to be carrying up and down the mountains. It is heavy. You know, it's laminated wood, so it's not going to warp or anything on us. And it's a walnut looking wood, but like I said, it is laminated. The bolt on it has got this nice throw. Look how high it goes. I'm going to turn it just a little bit so you can see. It doesn't come all the way up to the scope. It's nice and low, it's smooth as butter, and then it comes back down. But I mean, I like that you don't have the, and I'm not trying to badmouth anything, but Remington, for example, has got that bolt throw that comes way up here. So when you're talking about a bullet this long, by the time you go way up here and then way back and then back forward and back down, man, you got a lot of distance to travel. This handle being down with a shorter bolt throw, I really like. You know, it's magazine, metal magazine, so it holds 5+1, so you can get 6 in it. It's not plastic, it's metal, so that's a good thing. I like that. The scope on it is a Steiner. Now I got lucky with this. Steiner's a very high quality German made set of glass on it. This was the last one they had at the Bass Pro store, so they marked it down, and I got a 3x15 Steiner on this thing that I just really like. It's an excellent scope. This rifle and scope combination here has taken some abuse in Alaska, where it just rained and rained and rained and rained and rained, but it has really performed well. You know, it rains, so you take your rifle and you set it outside the tent and you leave it outside the tent, so you're not bringing it in and out and let the scope fog on you. Just let it sit out in the rain. There's no rust on it. It's in excellent condition. It shoots extremely well. That 338, I'm going to be shooting the Federal Premium 338 210 grain bullets, and I believe these are partition bullets. They're partition bullets, and they're, you know, it's a belted Magnum. You can see the belt down there at the bottom. So this will do the number on any black bear that I think. Am I excited about it? I am. You know, Mrs. Sarge 1911 is going to try to document some of this. I'm pretty excited about going. We can check this trigger out, show you the trigger's nice. I just think these are excellent, excellent rifles. You know, I'll try to check it and do a trigger pull on it real quick. There's really, in my opinion, the ones I shoot, you know, I shoot a lot of different rifles, but this thing right here is really close to my heart. Let's see, we're pulled back here. Look what that says. 2.13. That right there is what the trigger is on this thing. So you know, when you're on that thing, you better be ready to go, because it's going to be go time and you better be paying attention. Heavy, the rifle though, heavy. It's a 10-pound rifle. You know, it's got like a safety here, so I can unlock the bolt. Let me show you where the safety's at. Right here. You can get that. There's a safety. And I have a little safety here so I can like unload the bolt without taking the rifle off safe. See, I got it on safe. Won't move, it's locked. I can push this button down, unload the rifle without taking it off safe. Another nice deal. On this side, it's got your typical button back here on the back. If you push this in, you can pull the bolt out. Of course, I can't do that here on YouTube, but this right here is how you would take the bolt out. Nice rifle. I wish you know, I hope we're successful with it. I haven't shot it in probably over a year. We're going to take it outside here in a little bit and try to shoot it. I expect it to be on. I may not waste much time at the 100-yard range. I may go straight out and shoot at the 200-yard range or 225 and see what we can get. I'm not going to be comfortable shooting past 225, 250 anyway. To me, you know, I want to be an ethical hunter. I know we can shoot gongs and beer cans all day long, but that's not what we're doing out here. We're shooting live game that we have to hunt down, and you know, we don't want any unnecessary work to take place, and we don't want to do anything different. Now, one thing I would like to show you, but I just really don't know how I can do it. When I first bought one of these Sako rifles, the scope mount on the top kind of freaked me out. There's no holes, but there are wedges. So when you set these mounts down in there and set them apart, they wedge. And I was thinking, how is that scope going to stay on there? But the more that you look at it, it's almost like the more you shoot it, the tighter they force themselves into the top of the receiver. It's kind of unique. These guys really thought these rifles out well. They've done a really good job. I've got a couple of them. You guys see me shoot brown bear with a 375. It looks just like it. I like to whitetail hunt with a 30-06 that's a little bit different color, but I really enjoy these rifles. And I wish everybody had a chance to try one. I think you'd be screwed. You'd be stuck on one. So for now, I'm gonna take it outside and see if I can practice a little bit. We're only out a couple weeks. I'm gonna go practice a little bit and see how I can do. You guys might well come and watch me make it go. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, everybody, we're out at the range. We're gonna fire up the Sako 85L brown bear and 338 Win Mag. We're going to do some brown bear hunting. We're going to be shooting the Federal Premium 210 grain with the Nosler partition bullets. I love these things. They always do a good job. You know, we've had a lot of rain. It's been a lot of mud. Weather conditions are not perfect. We got a nice gusty blowing wind, but here's the deal. It's time to shoot. I got to get to practicing. I got to get some trigger time so I get over my recoil anticipation and the flinch. Can't wait no longer, so what we're going to do, we're just going to shoot. And, you know, hopefully we're close and good enough. But, you know, I've only got 10 days or so before I depart, so I need to be shooting consistently every day, a few rounds, not a whole lot of rounds. Once I make sure this scope's where I need it, I need to shoot consistently every day. You know, if I shoot no more than 3 rounds a day, that's fine. I gotta shoot every day. So let's get loaded up. We're at 200, 199, 203. It depends on where you're standing with a rangefinder. So we're out here a distance that I feel comfortable with, and I don't really like to shoot any further away You know, I want to make a good ethical shot, and you know, I'll practice out here. You know, depending on the target, how big it is, what the situation is, maybe a little further, but I like to be close, just not too close. Let me get fired up here. All right, let's see what we got. I got to remember this trigger is touchy. Well, it's swinging it, so I hit it. You guys may actually hear better than I do with this hearing protection on. You know, I heard a pop, but I didn't hear that real clear gong clinging, but I see it swinging, so we'll shoot a couple, then I'll go down range. Woo, I swung it that time. Here's the other one. All right, I think we got 3 out of 3. I tell you what I want to do though, I want to go down because I realize I got some wind going from my right to left, so I'm not going to be too troubled about that. But if we got a good elevation, and I'm probably going to be pretty happy. So what we're going to do, we're going to stop, we're going to go down, look at the gong, see if we need to make an adjustment. If we do, we'll come back, make a click, quarter click, whatever we need to do, and then we're going to shoot some more. But for right now, let's go look at the gong. Okay, we went down range. We're going to bring out the camera and have you have a look at it. You can see my 3 rounds. That first one, way over here on the right-hand corner. Like I said, I didn't get a good, couldn't hear it real solid, but I seen it moving, so I knew I hit it. But man, I just barely nicked it. Here's the second shot over here, and here's the last and final shot over here. You know, I'm going to suspect between the wind and me and my trigger, you know, flinching when I pull the trigger, most of this is probably me. But I am at 200 yards, and I want to be 0 at 200 yards. So I think I'm going to try to bring it down just a little bit and see if I can't get a little closer to this area right here and see if we can't make it just a little bit closer to where we need to be. Let's go try. Okay, we've peppered the yellow gong down there a few times. We've made an adjustment. I hate to tinker with it too much because the wind's picking up a little bit more, but what we're going to do, we're going to shoot 3 rounds at another gong down there, and we're going to see how close we can get to it. And then, you know, if so long as we're hitting the gong, that'll probably be it for today. Save a little bit of ammo, come out tomorrow and shoot a little bit then. Now, one thing we also want to make sure we do is we shoot off sticks. That's pretty uncomfortable. It's a little bit different, but I will get up with sticks and get 100 yards away, 125 yards away, so I get comfortable with the sticks. Anything closer than that, you know, you're good. Anything back like this, you probably got plenty of time to drop a backpack on the ground or get up against a tree or something else. But right now, I'm gonna go shoot at the a little bit different gong and then see how that works out. Well, my gong didn't hold together, so I'm gonna go back to the other gong. One of those days. All right. You know, it sounds like I need to shoot some more practice. I think the rifle's on just exactly where it needs to be. I need to practice, 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 and that's what I want to do. This 338's got some recoil on it. It's a heavy rifle, but it's not heavy enough to tame the recoil. You know, you get a little sore in the shoulder after a little while, so there's no sense in beating yourself to death and creating more issues with a flinch and things like that. So what we do, we put it away. Tomorrow I'll grab 3 rounds, 5 rounds, 6 rounds, come out and shoot enough, and that's it, no more. And then another day, 3 rounds, 6 rounds, put it away and do it again. So, you know, it's time to just practice, 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 and that's what you guys need to be doing. But remember, every time we do practice, we got to do what? We got to shoot safe and try to shoot straight till we shoot again. HOOAH.